Now, the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester and Lake and Dew Russell, as we take a look at a mostly sunny morning. And fortunately for us in the immediate area, not nearly as much smoke as what we've seen over the past few days. But northern Michigan still hazy conditions up there, and temperatures definitely reflecting a little bit cooler values than what we're seeing right now here in the Great Lakes Bay area. Hazy, sunny day yesterday, quiet overnight, but still we had that weather air advisories still in effect. It looks as though the advisories aren't nearly as focused throughout the state today as what they have been over the past few days. Pretty much the northern third, northern 40% of the lower peninsula and all of the upper peninsula still under that clean air or not so clean air advisory. What is going to be happening over the next couple of days is we're going to get a break in this activity. Matter of fact, because of the east and southeast winds that we're seeing right now, albeit under 10 miles per hour, but still enough to give us a little bit of a clearing. There is, though, some smoke over the New England states. That activity is going to be pushing back toward us. So right along the Lake Huron shore, Michigan's thumb, and very possibly northern Michigan, it's still going to have that smoke to contend with over the next day or so. High pressure right now over New England. That's the reason why we're beginning to get a little bit of a clearing going on. So hopefully that high pressure will work its way back toward us a little bit, and it will. So that will clear our skies out. But the other thing is it's going to begin to draft some much more humid air and some much warmer temperatures. Matthew Lester, as of right now, what are we looking at on the thermometer?
Currently, over at the airport, it's mostly sunny at 76. Over in Midland, it's sunny at 77. Here, Radio Center, it's also sunny at 77. We have southeast winds at 8 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.31, and it's falling.
Hot spot in the state right now is Howell. Also, a number of cities in southeast Michigan looking at temperatures in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. You get a little bit further north, as we said, temperatures a little bit cooler. Like Charlevoix looking at 73. Harbor Springs is at 75. Traverse City, 73. And they're looking at hazy conditions there. Upper Peninsula, pretty much carbon copy of the northern part of the lower peninsula. Houghton and Ironwood are the cool spots right now. This hour, they're coming in at 69. As we go through the day, our temperature is going to continue to rise, 86 with clearer skies than what we have been seeing. We might see some clouds move in a little bit later on this afternoon. The clouds are going to be coming from the southeast and the south, heading almost right straight north and heading toward the northwest as we go into the afternoon. So along the I-75 corridor, there is going to be a chance of seeing a bubble up type shower, possibly a little bit of a thunder shower, but again, very spotty as we go through the afternoon hours. An east breeze on average right around 10 miles per hour. Now tonight, showers will taper off rather rapidly, whatever showers there are. So after sunset tonight, don't look for much of anything in the way of any chances of showers. 65 for a low tonight. Sun will set this evening about 8:52. Rise tomorrow morning at 6:33. Now tomorrow, a little bit warmer, 87 for a high temperature. Once again, late in the afternoon, a widely scattered, isolated, spotty pop-up shower. I guess I can't emphasize enough how unusual it will be to see any shower activity. I think we'll have a little bit better chance of seeing it today, this afternoon, than we will tomorrow. We're not going to have much of a driving force of any kind during the day tomorrow. 66 for a low tomorrow night. We're going to have a south breeze, 5 to 8 miles per hour tomorrow. Friday, warmer still, 88 for a high, sunshine. There will be a little bit better chance of seeing a shower later in the day on Friday night. But I can't say enough about the word unsettled and the word spotty. That's the way it is, and that's the way it will be as we have a chance of seeing any shower activity. It'll be very isolated. 69, 70 degrees for a low on Friday night. Saturday, Sunday, the chance of precipitation not good at all. Looking at 92, 93 degrees with mostly sunny skies both days. Then moving into the work week next week, we'll start off with some sun, 88, 89 degrees for a high. But then in the afternoon, there will be a chance of a shower because of that increase in the humidity. And again, a continuation of the unsettled air. 70 degrees for a low on Monday night. Then on Tuesday, once again, very warm, very humid, a chance of an afternoon shower. The chance of precipitation will be a little bit greater on Tuesday. Now, long range outlook to take us all the way through the 19th of August. We are looking for our temperatures to average much above normal for this time of the year. Precipitation values to be above. What's much above normal as far as temperature-wise? Well, normal is 81 for this time of the year. The normal low is 61. So we're going to be looking at a combination of anywhere from 5 to 8 degrees above what's average, to be above average all the way through the 19th of the month. Record high in the state, 103. And that was set back in 1918. The record low, 47, set in 1948. A year ago, we picked up about 1 inch and 3/10 of rain. We were just not even 1/10 of an inch shy of the record. The record on this date is 1.39 inches of rain, and that was set back in 2013, or I should say 2023. So we were less than 1/10 of an inch away from a record breaker a year ago. So far, what are we looking at as far as moisture goes for the year? 14.84 inches. Average is almost 19 inches at this time of the year. So that gives you a pretty good idea of just how short we are on the moisture. Warmest ever, 6th of August, 1918. 103 was our high, 69 was our low. The coldest ever, you got to go back to 1993. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Coming up, we got all sorts of stuff. Matthew, who do we have on deck?
Coming up next, we have Cody Harris from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
A little bit later on in the broadcast, we'll have Lakin Du Russell. Lakin, you're going to have an opportunity to give us some interviews. You had some interviews with the kids last Friday.
That's correct. Last Friday, I was able to speak with youth exhibitors at the Saginaw County Fair.
So we'll look forward to that. Scott DeVries with Nutrient Ag comes along as well. And to wrap up the show, Chuck Serbinsky from Maple Hill Nursery. All of that coming up. But first, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. It's going to be a busy end to the week and a very busy week next week as once again the farm show hits our farm tour, rolling through the summer. Coming up on Friday, we're going to be at the Thumb Area Old Engine and Tractor Association's 49th annual show. That kicks off on Friday, the 8th, and goes through the 10th at the Tuscola County Fairgrounds in Caro. Our broadcast will be brought to you by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts, new parts for old tractors. SteinerTractor.com is where you can go, or you can call them up at 800-234-3280. On Monday, we're going to be at Backwoods Blueberry Farm to take a look and see how the blueberries are doing so far this year out in the Hemlock area, south of Hemlock, just off of Eder Road. That broadcast brought to you by the folks at Lingle Equipment, your one-stop Kubota shop in Saginaw. And also Tuesday of next week, we're going to be down at the Agro Expo. That's August the 12th and August the 13th. And the whole idea behind that is the future of farming is here today. You'll see all the latest and the newest in technology as well as equipment, and a lot of tips as far as planting tips and harvesting tips are concerned. A lot of activity out in the fields. It's all a part of Agro Expo down in St. John's. For more information, just go to that's THE, agroexpo.com. And, of course, the folks at Roof Max want to remind you that you might be taking a look at your roof right now. You know, Mother Nature's giving you a little bit of a break. Some of you have had some difficulty with your roof. You're a little concerned about it. Ben is the guy you need to talk to. AskBenHow.com. His telephone number is 989-859-6751. I really didn't think I had a problem, but I thought it might be a good idea to have a roof assessment. Well, he did it for free, and then he told me some of the options that I had to extend the life of my roof, which was just beginning to show some wear. Roof Max restores that flexibility and extends the life of your roof. Thousands of dollars he saved me, and one big headache as well down the road. AskBenHow.com. Ben at Roof Max. Remember, a little care today will save you a whole lot more tomorrow. Cody Harris at Star of the West. Once again, I tried to delay as much as I could, but the last time I looked, we weren't heading in the right direction on the markets.
Good morning, and I would say we're still going that direction, Terry. So it just seems like there's a lot of pressure, downward pressure here on the markets. Just looking at a lot of favorable weather, and that's calling for basically record corn yields and soybean yields, and that's just really pressuring the market here at the moment.
I guess we don't need a government report to tell us, huh?
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, just kind of looking across the countryside, here all the way through the I-states, it seems like it's been favorable weather for about every commodity that we've had so far. So I guess that's the silver lining, is that the crops look great out there. But for the markets wise and global demand wise, it sure is not looking too great.
One state that I'm getting a little curious about as far as how much rain they've had is Iowa. They're getting hit pretty hard once again this morning.
Yeah, that's true over there. I know that they were a little dry here a few weeks ago, and everyone I've talked to says that, there hasn't been too much damage from that heavy rains over there, and they're still looking at it as mostly favorable on that. I think I was hearing anywhere from 182 to 188 bushels per acre average for corn. So I think that rain actually might be benefiting more than we think it is.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. Southeast continental United States continues to be a little bit on the wet side. But that's normal for this time of the year, I guess, because you always have that threat of hurricanes down there.
Yeah, I would agree as well, Terry, and kind of looking at their demand down there. They've actually had pretty decent demand for, I guess, our corn and soybeans here domestically. That's kind of the market that's been keeping everything kind of bolstered. But as far as weather-wise, yeah, I'm going to say everything is status quo down in that part of the country as well. So, like I said, there's really no news to really get the market moving in the upward direction. It seems like everything's going, knock on wood, in a good direction weather-wise.
Yeah, soybeans were kind of getting it hard here a little bit ago. Have we seen any improvement there, Cody?
No, on the soybean side, that's where I think the biggest pressure we're getting. I know we're getting good, like I said, good weather right now for pot fill, but traders are also looking at there still is no current solution or trade solution with the number one soybean buyer, China. I think I was looking this morning. I seen that Xi Jinping of China called President Trump yesterday. I think Trump's expecting a trade deal to be worked out soon, but I think we've heard that before. But that may be a little silver lining as we have no new crop sales to China on the books right now. So Soybeans are definitely the ones that everyone's kind of trying to keep an eye on right now. So there's kind of a lot riding on over these next few weeks, it seems like.
I know there has been some renewed pressure to try to get a negotiation going there. Some of the folks that haven't been working on the trade side for the past few years are back involved with this administration. So wouldn't be a bit surprised if something does materialize here soon.
Fingers crossed. We could definitely need it.
We sure can. So right now on the board, Cody, what have you got?
Yeah, right now at the moment I got cash wheat. That's down 4.94 on the white, 4.21 on the red. New crop 2026 wheat I got down 2 at the moment, 5.57 on the white, 4.72 on the red. Looking over at corn, cash corn is down 5 at 3.22. New crop corn is down 4 at 3.76. And then looking over at soybeans, cash and new crop soybeans are down 8 at 9.03.
Cody, you have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. You as well.
You bet. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. Market Report brought to you by Thumb Bank, working with agriculture since 1895. And they want to thank all the folks for coming out to their field days and customer appreciation days over the past 3 individual appearances, especially yesterday. Big crowd in the Pigeon area, and it was a great opportunity to say hello to a lot of our listeners up there. Good crowd, good demonstrations. It's all a part of working with the folks at Thumb Bank because they have been involved with agriculture long time. 13 locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Market Report also brought to you by Kryjak's House Family Restaurant. Great place to dine in and a great place to have the food prepared for you for any event you've got coming up. 989-894-5531. That's the telephone number to reserve that food or reserve a table at Kryjak's House, corner of Cass and Michigan on the south side of Bay City. Doug Klein, good morning.
Well, good morning.
How are we looking?
Oh
boy, loaded question,
okay.
huh? Loaded question.
Yeah, let's go to the market that's okay. The stock market, it's okay. The Dow is up 0.25%, S&P 0.7%, the Nasdaq's up 0.9%. So that's all right. No new highs yet, but Mosaic is getting buried today. Fertilizer company down 10% today on earnings. So they're hauling FMC and IPI both down, plenty. It's just kind of ugly in that industry. Obviously, it's because corn hit a new low and wheat hit a new low. So the money supply is going to be pretty tight in there for their customers. I guess that matters at this point. So here's your numbers. The September corn 376 down 5.5. December corn 397 3/4 down 4 1/4. The November soybeans 984 down 6 3/4. January soybeans 1002.5, also down 6 3/4. September wheat 504 1/4 down 4, and December wheat 525 1/4 down 3 1/4. So they lied about crude oil yesterday. There was going to be a glut. Well, the EIA came out saying today and says, "Oh no, it's not a glut. It's a reduction in storage or whatever." So anyway, crude oil 65.85 up 69 cents. Heating oil is 230.44 up 5.5 cents. Gasoline is 212.71 up 3.5 cents. Natural gas is 304.5, also up 3.5 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3740 Canadian. That's down by 32 ticks. The dollar buys 147.38 yen, down by 22 ticks. The euro is at 116.37, up 63 ticks. The dollar's at 98.37, down 38 ticks. Gold's at 33.8930, down $5 an ounce. Silver's 37.85, up 3 cents. Platinum's 13.4530, up 14.70. Copper's at 4.40 3/4, up 2.2 cents.
All right. There we go. Talk to you tomorrow, Doug. Thank you.
Okay.
All righty. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. And by Legendary Tree Care. Trimming, tree removal. Legendary Tree Care can do it. No job too big, no job too small. They are fully licensed and insured, and they do those specially big projects. LegendaryTreeCare.com or like them on Facebook to get more. Along with us right now, Scott DeVries with Nutrien Ag. Scott, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great today. It's a beautiful day, and, things are progressing well.
Yeah. So far, the crops, I'm surprised at how well they look.
For the most part, especially in this listing area, we're doing pretty solid. We got some moisture. Maybe we need a little bit more here and there. You go to the west side of the state, there are some really droughty areas and somewhere that looks a little bit tough, maybe not as good. But overall, I'm pretty happy where we're at. But, these foggy mornings, it's got fungus rode all over it. So white mold, tar spots, everything like that. Leaf spot on sugar beets. We need to stay ahead of those diseases as best we can. I'm
looking at some of the dry beans out there right now, Scott, and they've got a pretty lush cover. My guess is that's mold ready to happen.
Yeah, we've got a lot of growers taking care of them. 2 or even some of them have 3 up fungicide just to protect that crop out there. And we've got a good investment. I know not all commodity prices are exceptional right now, but we need to maximize. We got a lot of sunk costs into it. We need to maximize and then get that best return we can to return. That's all we can do. Yeah,
and as far as putting the fungicide on hot weather, does it make a difference?
We want to make sure it. If you're using really low gallonage, we got to make sure it doesn't, evaporate a little bit. But you know what? We got to get it on, and timeliness is more important to, 9 degrees. I wouldn't be out there in the heat of the 90-degree days, but mornings, evenings, low 80s, we're good to go.
And low.
Make sure you use the right deposition agent.
Yeah, and low wind too.
Yeah, exactly. So, maybe a little bit of rain wouldn't hurt us a little bit, cool things off, and give us finish some soybeans out and dry beans out to push them to that final stretch. I think a lot of people agree with you right there. Scott, always good to talk. You take care. We'll talk to you again, okay? Thanks, Terry. Be safe out there. Will do. Scott DeVries with Nutrien Ag. Lakin Russell joining us right now. And Lakin, you had a chance to talk to some young people over the past couple of weeks. Pretty rewarding, isn't it?
It sure is. Last Friday, I had the chance to speak with 7 youth exhibitors at the Saginaw County Fair during the livestock auction. For the 4-H and FFA livestock exhibitors, the county fair combines hard work with leadership skills young people will take with them as they pursue future careers. As a sophomore at Ferris State University majoring in welding engineering, Evelyn Hill is a sheep, goat, and beef exhibitor who is mindful and appreciative of the support so many people and community members have provided her over the years.
I've learned so many skills. Hard work is one of them for sure. And then also just working with other people. And I think also being respectful and respecting the judge and stuff if I might not agree with what they choose. But I've learned through my 4-H leader and other people at the fair that I need to be respectful even though I don't agree with it. I would love to say thank you to all the people that have bought and donated money to every animal that's gone through the sale at Saginaw County Fair, because that means a lot to us kids, because the showing is a very good part of it, but the sale is a big part of it too. And so anyone who comes out and supports it's so well appreciated, and it supports our future as well.
Colton Simons, a swine, goat, and beef exhibitor, has been showing since the age of 6. He reflected on the skills he's learned and expressed his gratitude to the buyers.
I think being in 4-H has definitely taught me a hard work ethic. It's taught me the value of responsibility, and being able to get your work done and commit to others helps you to achieve the things you want, as well as bringing up those around you, especially in your club or other members that you're familiar with at the fair. I would just want to thank the buyers for seeing more of a bigger picture than most people do. For a lot of people selling their animals or their projects, it's a lot less about the money and more about the experience and the learning opportunities given when they're raising their animals, raising their projects. And most of this money is going to not just hobbies and stuff like that, but a lot of it's going back into other projects or supporting their future.
It is a Saginaw County Fair tradition for 4-H youth to have a donation animal in their final year as an exhibitor. Hill had a donation lamb, which was given to the Eastside Soup Kitchen, and the proceeds from the auction of the lamb went to making improvements throughout the livestock barns and wash racks. Youth involved in the fair are learning community service and the importance of giving back to their community.
That is really something, isn't it?
It really is.
That's, I saw it on the wall on the building there.
Yes, it's truly incredible the things that they are able to do with these donation animals. And these kids are really giving and are really happy to support it too.
That's wonderful. Lakin, thank you so much. Very good report.
Thank you.
Chuck Cervinsky will be joining us right after this. Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444. They always say it's a good idea to plan ahead. Chuck Cervinsky, Maple Hill Nursery. Planting season, should we be planning ahead now?
Yeah, it's going to be honest before we know it. And when you plant this fall, you're going to want to make sure you use a good soil amendment. And we've got the perfect solution from Morgan Composting, and it's called Tree and Shrub. It's powered by Dairy Dew, and it's a handcrafted product. Provides all the nutrients necessary for vibrant and colorful foliage, and it will jumpstart trees and shrubs this fall with the added kick of triple ground bark, which also will offer great water holding capacity. It's really important to use this when first planting new additions this fall, and it will also support existing trees and shrubs as well.
So at this stage of the game, if folks would like to learn a little bit more how to use the product, all they got to do is stop by.
And we'll show you how to do it with Dairy Dew products from Morgan Composting.
Chuck Cervinsky, thank you so much. You have a great day, okay?
And we'll talk to you Friday.
Talk to you Friday. Chuck Cervinsky. We'll be right back.
When it comes to strength, reliability, and performance, nothing beats a PowerLift hydraulic door. Built right here in Marlette, Michigan, our custom hydraulic doors are designed for your toughest jobs. Agriculture, aviation, commercial, and more, the price we give is an installed price, and you'll deal with one point of contact from start to finish. To schedule your PowerLift door consultation, call 989-635-8017 or visit PowerLiftDoorsMI.com. PowerLift Hydraulic Doors of Michigan. When you need it done right, we lift you above the rest.
The Saginaw Conservation District invites you to join them for an exciting day showcasing how drone technology is used in agriculture. Guest speakers include the USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Services, MDARD's Regenerative Agriculture Department, Star of the West, and Flying Acres LLC. Lunch is provided by the Saginaw County Farm Bureau and the Bay County Conservation District. This is a one-day event, free to attend, but registration is required. There is a limit of 50 participants. Visit SaginawCD.com to register. That's SaginawCD.com. Farm Service has been brought to you by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. Stop by any of their locations and see how they can help you become a financial solution. They are your hometown financial solution. Find out more by going to frankenmuthcu.org. And by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. Great selection of products and great advice from Vic Humpher. He'll get you through whatever you need. You got a question? He's got the answer. Serving you is their business, and they've been doing it since 1983, Freeland Bean and Grain. We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around for that. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton,